program एक बार फिर खुश आमदेद. We'll come to the Middle East peace plan. How do you describe this plan? Is it acceptable for the Palestinian people, or you say it it's more favor to the Israel, and how you see the future of this plan? Is it perfect to have permanent peace over there, and then it will lead to the two-state solution of the Middle East crisis?
Well, first of all, as you know, the Palestinian Authority welcomed the plan. Even Hamas welcomed the plan, and all Arabs and Muslim countries welcomed the plan, and the international community as well. It has a very, very positive elements, especially with regard rejection of annexation of the West Bank, with regard rejection of displacing people from their homeland. It has some ideas also about the statehood and the right of self-determination for the Palestinians. And it has other aspects should be dealt with more details, and that's why it's a very important plan, and it should be implemented on the ground, and it should be successful, because the other option will be the resumption of the aggressions and the attacks against civilians in Gaza. So we supported, but we have also to keep an open eye on what's happening in the West Bank, because what's happening in the West Bank is very bad, not less than what's happening in Gaza, especially with systematic attacks by the settlers against civilians in the West Bank under the the support and open eyes by the Israeli army, and this cannot be accepted at all. Annexation of land, settlement activities, terrorizing civilians in the West Bank, those are of great importance. We have to be careful. We have to follow up what's happening in the West Bank as well as in Gaza, and we have to help the Palestinians by, as I mentioned, pushing for the continuation, the sustainability of the ceasefire, pushing for Israeli withdrawal from Gaza, pushing for accessibility for more trucks, more humanitarian aid, and then the issue of early recovery and reconstruction of Gaza.
But in fact, on the Palestinian side or the Hamas side, they are going with the 20 points peace plan, but on the other side, Israel is still violating this peace plan. So how you see this action from the Israel side? Would it be detrimental for the peace plan?
Well, the Israelis, unfortunately, they are violating the Trump peace plan on daily basis by claiming that the other side is violating, and now they are bombarding Gaza, targeting Gaza. But we have to continue working with the American side because this is the only guarantee for securing the implementation of the Trump peace plan, to keep President Trump and the American administration directly engaging, and this is very important to use the leverage of the United States on Israel to constrain the Israeli side and honoring the ceasefire, and of course moving forward with regard to the withdrawal from Gaza and allowing more accessibility of humanitarian aid into Gaza.
And Excellency, in this peace plan, in fact, the International Stabilization Force is a key factor, in fact. So what will be the formation of this force? Will Egypt lead this force or some other country?
Well, we're still working on more details like formulation of the troops who will contribute, but above all, what is the mission and the mandate of this force? This is the most important question. Is it peacekeeping mission or peace enforcing mission? From our point of view, it's peacekeeping mission, So we're still working with the partners, regional and international partners, and we hope to conclude this matter and to have more clarity on the mission in order to send a message for the different countries for their contributions.
And what will be the mandate of this international separation force? Will it disarm the Hamas and bring peace over there? It has some political role as well.
Well, this still, as I mentioned, under discussions. From our point of view as Egypt, we believe that its main mission should be monitoring the implementation on the ground of the ceasefire agreement, and also securing the external border of Gaza and providing protection to the Palestinian people. This is from our point of view, our how do we see the mission in order to be applicable on the ground.
But I mean, you have the intent to contribute the force for the mission, and again, the Pakistan has given any kind of commitment to contribute forces, and how many forces for that purpose?
Well, as I mentioned, those are still open questions. So we're still working on, first of all, the mission, the nature of the mission, the mandate of the force on the ground, and we're still discussing the matter on the highest level in order to take the appropriate answer based on the identification of the mission of the force.
But in fact, in the 20 points peace plan, it was very much clear that this force will coordinate with the Israeli forces for the border management and to disarm the Hamas, and even those people of Hamas who want to leave the Gaza, they will facilitate to leave for any country. So the job, or you can say role, is very much well defined, but we are saying that still we are discussing.
No, this is just a bit generic ideas, but when we start to implement it on the ground, a lot of details should be dealt with, a lot of questions should be answered, and that's why we are in this process now, to identify the nature, as I mentioned, is it peace enforcing or peacekeeping? We have to answer this question. Also, what is the size of this troop? We have no idea. We're still working on it. And also which countries will participate and what is the criteria for their contributions. So still a lot of questions should be answered, and we are in this process, and I believe that within the coming period of time, I think we have to agree on answering the answers of those questions in order to formulate these forces and to deploy it on the ground.
एक ब्रेक लेते हैं छोटी सी, वापस आएंगे तो मिस्र के वज़ीर ख़ारजा के साथ गुफ्तगू जारी रहेगी.